Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today we are diving into the most crucial part of your application, which is motivation letter. And I will share the exact 5 steps which I used in my own motivation letter that helped me win the prestigious Erasmus Mundus scholarship. In just a few steps, you will learn how to craft a compelling and standout letter that grabs attention and set you apart from the competition. And I want to really mention that the 4th step is really important, which is making yourself stand out. And this is the most difficult task of any motivation letter journey. So stay tuned with me and let's see that how we can transform our motivation letter from scratch. So the first step is research. You will have to understand that writing a motivation letter is not a task to rush. Allocate at least a month to this process, and this time frame will really allow for brainstorming, drafting, revising, and getting feedback on your motivation letter. So allocate at least a month. You can give more according to your time frame, but at least a month to this process is really crucial. In research, you will have to visit the programs or applications web page where every requirement, goal, objective, and prerequisite is mentioned by the program committee. You will have to note down those keywords, those key skills, qualifications from these all headings, and this list will be crucial for your next step. Okay, so now you have the list of all the keywords from the web page of the application. The second step is to brainstorm your experiences, your activities, your extracurricular activities, your hobbies, your educational achievements, travel interests, everything which comes to your mind. Just note it down, as many as possible. Do not worry about filtering at this stage. Just write down every little thing which comes to your mind related to those keywords which you mentioned, which you extracted from first step. This step is actually an independent step in which you can mention even 100 relevant things which comes to your mind. So do not hesitate to write every single thing which comes to your mind related to the keywords. Okay, so once you have brainstormed everything, now is the part to shortlist every relevant point. And while shortlisting, identify and prioritize those things which really aligns closely with the keywords and requirements you noted from the program's information, and focus only on those which best showcase you, which best defines you and your qualifications and fit with the program's keywords. The most important and the time-taking step is drafting. Begin drafting your letter with a clear structure. A commonly effective approach is the chronological order of past, present, and future, which I personally used in my application, in which I got selected and awarded the Erasmus Mundus scholarship. But you can also follow future, present, and past. It depends on you and how you develop your story. And this step helps in presenting a coherent narrative about your journey and aspirations. So now you are going to start writing your motivation letter. So address the selection committee or committee's head directly. For example, if I give you my example, I searched for the program committee's head and I mentioned him in the salutation directly, and this will really add a personal touch and shows your dedication towards the program, that you know the person who are leading this program. So this is the most important and challenging step out of all 5 steps, which is making yourself stand out, because there are a lot of applicants applying for the same program and they have the same expertise like you, but you have to make yourself unique in this step. So one thing which I really want to mention is that you can use a trick in your motivation letter which is mentioning some professors or their research groups, because if I talk about Erasmus Mundus, you have to do a mandatory research thesis in the final year of your program. So one thing you can really do is research some professors and their research groups and add their names in your motivation letter, that I really want to work on my thesis with such professors who are working on such fields which are really attractive for me. So in this way you can tell the selection committee that you have researched enough on your program and you know the persons and characters involved in this program, and this will highlight your clear interest and commitment towards the program. Another thing which really makes you stand out is the answers of specific questions posed by the program committee on the web page, because they are looking forward to hear the answers of those questions which they asked in the motivation letter. So review the application requirements to make sure that you have addressed all the requirements comprehensively. So the last step is review and finalization, and in this step you will have to seek feedback from multiple sources like your mentors, your professors, peers, or professionals in your field, and their perspective will really provide you valuable insights for your improvement. And if you want to watch that how networking helped me in transforming my motivation letter, you can watch my previous video on my YouTube channel and you will see that how networking provided me some insights which really transformed my motivation letter from an average one to a really best one. And once you have the feedback from everyone, add these feedback in your motivation letter and revise it accordingly, and ensure that your final draft is well polished, coherent, and free from grammatical and spelling errors, because this is the most important thing they are looking for. So these were the 5 steps from which you can write a motivation letter from scratch. And if you found this video helpful, do not forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more tips and advice. Best of luck with your application and see you in the next video.